Hey, what's going on, people? This is Zero the Tenchi, and we are finally back for another TMNT Rant Rave review for this episode entitled "Go Chinatown Ghost Story." Basically, paying homage to Big Trouble in Little China, the classic 1984 film. James Hong is playing a spirit in this parody. He's playing basically the same type of character he played in Big Trouble in Little China, except for the fact that it's Ninja Turtles, and he's funnier in this one. Now, granted, I have never actually seen the movie. Yeah. Okay, all right. I have never actually seen Big Trouble in Little China. So when I saw this episode start off with the purple dragons, getting the dagger and then getting the powers, the first thing in my mind was not the movie, but another thing that James Hong was also in, where he played a chi wizard who had dark powers, and that was Jackie Chan Adventures back in the 90s. He had these three henchmen with three different specific skills, and at one point he transferred the powers over to three other bumbling henchmen working for the Dark Hand. So that is what came to my mind when I saw the Purple Dragons, using their powers and first being able to have the elemental powers of wind, thunder, and lightning. It's funny how that kind of is an exact parallel to this. You know what I mean? Even though it's supposed to be a homage to a classic film. But anyway, on the flip side, you have Donnie and April and Casey looking for Karai. Everybody's split up, and they're scouring the city to look for Karai after she had been mutated into that snake. And Donnie and Casey, because they're pretty much they're both fighting for April's heart. They are forever trying to one-up each other. This whole time, they're trying to one-up each other, and April's getting annoyed. And we do see April fight in this. She does fight the Purple Dragons off, and I'm like, okay, she's getting better. Irma is also in this, being the best friend who doesn't understand why April likes Casey so much. And it's funny because Ho Chan wants to become human again. He's just a disembodied spirit that wants to have his humanity back. In order to do that, the Big Trouble in Little China parody, he needs to have a girl with powers to help, to basically help him out. And so he can take the powers away from her and use that to get his flesh back. So they capture both April and Irma. Now the interesting thing is, when he mentions that April has powers, like we all know, okay, she's got Krang type abilities, you know what I mean? But he also says that Irma has a power that he doesn't understand. Does that mean that she has something that we don't know yet? Or I don't know. Now that made me think, like, maybe she's serving more of a purpose than we think, besides just being the best friend who's forever blocking Casey. You know what I mean? But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As far as this episode goes, people are complaining about the fact that there was another scene where the turtles were basically mind controlled for, how many times has it been? I think, if I remember correctly, this is the third time that they've been controlled, that the turtles have been controlled in some way, shape, or form. I really have no problem with that, even though I would have preferred that maybe the Purple Dragons stayed with the powers. I mean, I think it would have been funnier that way. You know what I mean? Just saying. I mean, I know this is filler. I know this is supposed to be paying homage. I know this is Ninja Turtles, but I think that if the Purple Dragons stayed under Ho Chan's control, we would add a lot more, funnier moments. But I don't know. Other than that, the episode itself was pretty good. I know that Nickelodeon is currently streaming the next episode after this, which is going to be a big episode for the ongoing arc. But I'm not going to be reviewing that until it actually shows up on TV. I've already seen it online, but I don't want to review it early. So if anybody comments, Please no spoilers for the next episode, which is Interdimension X. But let me know what you guys think of this episode, and what do you guys think of the whole parody. What was your favorite part of Big Trouble in Little China, if you've seen it or if you were old enough to remember it? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, love, and never be normal.